Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Hello everyone. Yeah. Good evening, our Dhamma brother and Dhamma sister. Yeah, today our Dhamma sharing will start with the title, understanding ourselves through like a practical guide through the Abhidhamma. Especially, I want to talk about the Abhidhamma. It will be the maybe a kind of practical guide for all of us. I hope so. That Abhidhamma is quite long, so we skip the meditation part. We do the just explaining Abhidhamma. We will try to understand. If you have any question, I think you can ask me later. And after the Dhamma talk, you can ask the question. Okay, I will start there. Maybe you heard about the Abhidhamma. Yeah, Abhidhamma is a kind of two words, Abhi and Dhamma. Abhi means the higher, deeper, farther, like that. Dhamma means the understanding or teaching. Here we can see the mental and physical material, mental and physical realities. Vidhamma is this is the Pali word, this higher teaching, spatial analysis. It's one of the three main part of our Buddhist scripture in the Theravada Buddhism. Okay, it's explained in detail how our mind, our body, and the world really work. From the body perspective, it does not use, I guess, stories, metaphor. It's this Abhidhamma clear, show that use clearly and logical description how our mental and physical process arise and pass away. It's explained directly. In the Sutta Pitaka, in the Sutta, it's explained in direct way. Here, direct way. So we need to understand the term of Abhidhamma. It's quite long, so we were trying to explain step by step. In the Abhidhamma, there's 7 books. Maybe you heard about it. In Abhidhamma Pitaka, there's collection of Abhidhamma teaching. It's 7 books. Is maybe first one, Dhamma singly, classification of Dhamma. This book is list of the explanation or the basic our basic daily life, mental state, physical thing, feeling, like that. This is like that book is like a dictionary of our each moment of our experience. Another book is Bhavinga, Weepinga, a book of analysis. It also mentions like a lot of mind and body, truth and meditation. Like it's like a detailed guidebook or important Buddhist idea. Another book is Dadu Gata, discussion of element, is also quite deep. Imagine all the, our element. This is within our body and mind system. It shows that it's discussed in the Dadu Gata. Another is Pokla Pinyati. That book is, description of the individual. It book explain different personality types, how to teach or guide them. It shows that how the people are not all the same. So the teaching should be the suitable for each person. The book will discuss Pokla Pinyati. Yeah. Tower 2 is point out the controversy. Is the book is like the Buddhist FAQ book. This one. Another book maybe you heard about the Jamaka, a book of prayer. This book uses a prayer out of question and answer that train a clear thinking, deep understanding. Last book is Patana. It's a great book on the relationship. The final book explains the detail of how everything depends on the something else. It is the heart of the Abhidhamma logic, showing the cause and effect, and it's every moment. Abhidhamma has to see that what we call the self is really is not. It's just a series of changing process. Normally, we believe I, me, mine. This is the changing process according to Abhidhamma. Thought, emotion, sensation, not a fixed person. In the understanding that we can develop the wisdom, reduce the suffering, and find the true peace. after clearly understanding Abhidhamma. So it's quite deep. We're trying to understand how Abhidhamma works. In the Abhidhamma, there is 4 types of Paramatha, Dhamma, ultimate reality. Abhidhamma, everything that truly exists called the Paramatha Dhamma is true ultimate reality. They are not just name or the idea. These are the real experience happening moment to moment. They are 4 ultimate reality. Maybe someone who already learned Abhidhamma, you know that? Chaita, Chittatika, Rupa, Nibbana. Maybe you know that, no? Chaita is consciousness. This is the mind that knows an object. This is awareness that see, hearing, think. This is Saita. We call it Saita. Another thing is Chitasika, the mental factor. These are the quality or the accompany with the mind, such as feeling, effort, like attention. When the mind happens, the mental factor are come together. Chaita and Chitasika, they come together. Rupa is material phenomena. This refers to the physical side of life, like our body, your body, heat, sound, smell, like all the things. Final goal of our Buddhist perspective is Nibbana, it's ultimate liberation. Nibbana is the only reality that is not conditioned by anything. It's, peace beyond the birth and death. It's goal of Buddhist practice. This is our goal. Here, maybe we learn something. Another thing is in the Abhidhamma. Everything else, other thing like maybe people, name, like a time, maybe places, is not ultimately real. They are the core pinyati. We call it like a concept. They have to talk about the thing, but they are not made up by the mind. They are made up by the mind. First, we should know about the Sita. Sita is consciousness. Sita is the moment of knowing. For example, seeing the color or feeling a thought. It happens very quickly and then disappear. In Abhidhamma classified, we have 89 kind of Sita. And also if we expand 121 Sita. Now we will count the mind today. Consciousness, this depends on how the mind works in each moment, whether it's good or bad and neutral. Siddhika, we already know that it's mental factor, emotional and mental quality. Arrive together with the Sita is 42 Sita, 42 Chittadika, 52 mental factor. Like a feeling, perception, effort, like that. And Rupa, 28 Rupa in the Abhidhamma. Physical material phenomena is altogether 28, like eyes, ear, other sense organs, sound, smell, body, temperature, like that. A lot of things we should know that. These physical things come from the 4 causes, like karma, you are doing the best action because of this phenomena happen because of our best action. And because of our mental intention, right now our intention, because of temperature, because of climate, because of nutrition, because of food, it happened that our physical thing, rupa happen. Nibbana is, free from the freedom, it's peace. Nibbana is not a thing, not a place. It is a freedom from all suffering. It's only unconditional reality. It does not arrive, it does not change, it does not pass away. It can only be realized through the deep understanding. We can realize through the, vipassana meditation. Without that, we cannot understand. We cannot think it. Why study Abhidhamma? Yeah, this is a tough question maybe for all of us. Abhidhamma is have to understand the life and the mind in a deep and clear way. This is not just about the philosophy, it is too for the inner development. It's useful to understand how mind works, to develop the right understanding, to support the meditation. When we do the meditation, we are looking ourselves. At the time that if you have the knowledge of the Abhidhamma, you can understand that, especially the one the Buddhist man trying to explain with Santamato. They will use all the things based on the Abhidhamma. If you understand the kind of Chaita Chitika Rupa Nirvana, you will understand that how, why, what they are talking about. Without that, maybe you read some Buddhist scripture, you didn't understand because of this term you don't know. After knowing this term, it will be clear for all of us. This is the why we study Abhidhamma. Yeah. Abhidhamma is practice. This is the related to the practice. Even though Abhidhamma is deep and detailed, it's not for the scholar, not for the monk. It because we are not understanding because our language different. Normally, all the teaching, Buddha teaching, explain to easy to understand for all of us. But sometimes, based on our language different, we are not easy to understand. Okay, now we try to understand that difficulty. It will be very helpful. I think maybe I will send the PDF. You can read later, and then you will understand. This moment, I hope that some of you, your previous student, can understand. Maybe some not clear? Okay, there's no problem. We can try to understand that. The Abhidhamma is like a microscope for the mind. It gives the clear and detailed, how life really works beyond the story, beyond the living. While the Sutta explain the of a general teaching. In the Sutta, they explain the general teaching. So when we read the Sutta, you can understand that. But in the Abhidhamma, it's deep, very deep, so not easy to understand all of that. By studying that, we build a strong foundation of the wisdom, strong foundation of our meditation. It will be strong foundation for our liberation. So that we need to explain detail Sita. Sita mostly translated as a mind, but consciousness is the right to translate. Sita means the mind, that the know something, a moment of awareness, is seeing, hearing, thinking, feeling, or something. Sita is not a soul, is not a permanent self. It's mental action. It happens for a very short time, then disappear. Happen, disappear, happen, disappear, like that. His Sita is one of the four kind of our reality, Chaita, Siddhika, Rupa, Nibbana. Yeah. Every Sita must know that an object. An object can be the sight, can be sound, can be feeling, can be thought. Imagine you're looking at a flower, your mind see the color. This is one Sita. And then your mind feel happy. This is another Sita. Then you think this is flower is beautiful. This is another Sita. Like that. It's very quickly. Each moment of knowing the new idea that came one after another. Very fast. Sita is just the mind knowing the same thing. One moment at a time, it is always changing. It's not you, it's not me. Understanding Sita have to see the truth of life more clearly. When we do the real meditation, if you have the real living, you will understand clearly. The nature of Sita, the Sita arise, and ceases very fast. Sita's mind can disappear in a moment. It's like a flash of life. It doesn't stay, only one Sita can happen at a time. When you hear a song, this one Sita know that song, and then it's gone. When you know that your Sita is gone, another Sita might feel surprised or curious. Sita is, lasts or there's only one moment. Each Sita lasts for the very short time. In 1 second, many Sita may come and go, many Sita. So that a lot of million of Sita happen in only 1 second, they said. But I don't know how many Sita happen. Maybe you can count it. When you look at someone's face, you might, it's not just looking. Many Sita happen one after another. Seeing the person, and then recognizing, thinking, maybe you have good feeling, bad feeling about that person. This is the Sita is happening very quickly. Sita is joined by the mental factor with the Chittatika. It always arrives with the Chittatika. When we watch someone's face, if you see that he's, beautiful, your mind with another color. If you have someone with the kindness, your Siddha is wholesome. Is Siddhika also are good? If shout in anger, your Siddha is unwholesome. Bad Siddha happen, and Siddhika also, your negative Siddhika join together, like hatred and maybe greed, like that. This Siddha is very fast and changing. It does not last, it does not serve. By watching the Siddha closely, you understand how our mind really works. Number of Siddhas. How many Siddha we already count? 89 Siddha. In Abhidhamma, the mind, not one fixed thing. Instead, it mind made it the many different types of mind, moment called Siddha. It's 89 types of Siddha. Depends on the teaching. If you count in detail, it will be 121 Siddha altogether. This is the highest number. Each Siddha, a short moment, knows something, like seeing like that. No? First one is Karma Vajra Siddha. Normally, basically, in daily happens, mostly is Karma Vajra Siddha. It's 54 type of 54, like Akudala Siddha, Ahituka Siddha, Karma Vajra Sovana Siddha, like that. Altogether is 54 Siddha. I think we don't have not much time to see all the Siddha. Okay, maybe we can briefly understand. It will be enough for the tonight. And then Rupa Vajra Siddha is like a jhana. This jhana consciousness is after practicing a kind of meditation, you will achieve the jhana, and then this Siddha will happen. Rupa Vajra Siddha. Normally, this Siddha not happen for our daily life. If you really practice meditation, you can achieve the same level. Then this Siddha appear, jhana Siddha. Because of this jhana Siddha is very powerful, so that you can create something look like a magic. You can do some powerful thing you can create if you have the kind of Siddha. I believe that most of the we don't have the kind of Siddha. And then if you practice more based on the even deeper meditation, if you practice the deeper meditation beyond the physical and from based on the object, beyond the material form, if you practice beyond the material form, and then you can reach the Arupa Siddha. It's 12 altogether. You can count 12. Another Siddha is Lokottara Siddha. This is the supramundane consciousness. If you reach this level, this is in this life we can see the Nibbana in this life with the Siddha, Lokottara Siddha. It means that beyond our consciousness. This is the supramundane consciousness we call it. It's eight. The eight Siddha are very special. They only arrive on the mind those who have experienced enlightenment. Like the moment someone becomes like a Sotapadimaka, the Karaimaka, Anagamimaka, Ratamaka, like a kind of level of the higher consciousness. In normal life, we use sun-based mind, Kamavajra Siddha. In meditation, we reach peaceful mind, and then Rupavajra Siddha, Arupavajra Siddha will happen. If we enlighten, we experience the supramundane mind, Lokottara Siddha. Each one is one moment mind coming and going its job. Even though Lokottara Siddha, it will disappear after reaching. It's also just a moment. Yeah. That Lokottara Siddha, normally we have eight. After expanded, it will be the 40. So altogether, normal Siddha and Lokottara Siddha altogether 121 Siddha. Imagine someone reaching the enlightenment, the powerful moment of realization. It can have the different level of mental calm. You are reaching the different levels of mental calmness. At the time, your mind can be extended. Originally, it will be the 1 can be 5, so altogether it will be 40. So the mind is like it have meditation, understand your journey of our mind all the way or enlightenment. So it will be deep to understand. This one I think most this functional Siddha. What is the mind of Siddha? In Abhidhamma, our mind is not always the same. It's far from the different function. at different time, like we're doing different job like that. It's mind also happen that they have different types of role. How we are experiencing like rebirth like that. These are the main function. First one is Pradisandhi Pradisandhi rebirth. Rebirth, this rebirth linking. It is very fast moment our consciousness. When we born, this fast, this is the very fast moment happen, faster indeed our life. It called the Pradisandhi Cheda. It can not created by ourselves. This moment, this created by our past, our action. We cannot create this life. For the Pradisandhi Cheda, rebirth mind, rebirth consciousness. It's created by your past life. This is very first moment of consciousness at the start of our new life. It began born, the first Seta that appear. It's called Pradisandhi Seta. It connected this life with the past life. So it's like a bridge of our old life and new life. It's like a bridge. Maybe you can see the some picture. They're seeing like golden bridge, silver bridge, like that. This is the kind of showing that kind of mind. Pretty Cheta. And then maybe you feel that sometimes we are, nothing, thinking, just, sitting, nothing doing. Mind also is happen. It's like continuous mind. Sometimes they're showing that for the man, we are sitting, we are watching the window, nothing thinking like that. It's also this called the Bhavanga Cheta. This is the background mind. It's the that flow quietly when the nothing active. Is the nothing active is happening. It keeps the light going silently, like like in the computer we can like a screensaver. It's background. This is like happen when the mind is resting. This Bhavanga Sita happen. This Bhavanga Sita is not connected with our this moment action. This connected with our past action. Bhavanga Sita and the Pradisandhi Sita is only one Sita, same. When you form the very strong, powerful consciousness, even though your Bhavanga Sita happen, you will be strong consciousness happen. If your consciousness slow, the Bhavanga Sita happen, your motion it will be not much stop. Based on the you are like not like gene. Is you cannot create this life. It's from the past action. This came from your past action, past karma. When I see that arise between thoughts, maybe between some thoughts, maybe during the before, like during the sleep, when you are sleeping, it's your mind happen, but you didn't do nothing. It's just your past action. This mind, this consciousness happened because of your past action. Another thing, cognitive function. This is when we during the some experience, like hearing, watching, this time that kind of this Sita work step by step. First one, Vajana Sita. Vajana Sita is turning the mind to the object. It means that maybe you try to watch something else, something catch your attention. It is Vajana Sita. Everything happen. You maybe first time, first hearing, first watching, first seeing, first touching, like that is Vajana Sita. Just turning the mind to an object. And then, somebody is not say that. It means that receiving the object. You are watching and then you see it like that. Receiving the object, like receiving the image with the camera. You can watch and then receiving the image like that. And then Santina examine it, investigate it. What is it? What is it like that? Is it Santina Saita? And then Uttavana. Uttavana means is deciding. Oh, is it good? Is it bad? Like that, you decided. Is it the Ottamana Siddha? Is the mind happen step by step? These moments happen very fast, but they are allowed to understand, react the thing like that. But these minds happen, only one time, a moment, and then disappear. They are, step by step happen. But another Siddha, Javana Siddha is, impulsion, reaction mind. It is very powerful mind for our daily life. This is where the mind responds strongly. It can be wholesome, it can be good, it can be bad. Like when normally you're just seeing, seeing, just receiving, and then just receiving. And then if you didn't happen the Javana Sita, you are nothing feel. You see someone, okay, nothing happened. And then you see something else, move from another, one Sita, another happen. But the one Javana Sita happened, you can feel it. Maybe you are angry with someone. Why this is very strong? Because it happened 7 times. When this Sita happened, continuously happened 7 times. We call Javana Sita. It happened very strong. So it can create it the moment of karma. It is that action will create for the you another action. So this mind is give the power to our mental action. Even though you are doing some good deed, and also this might happen. If you are angry with someone, like that, every normal just seeing you didn't do nothing, you didn't respond that action. It's not the Javana Sita happen. If the Javana Sita happen, it's Sita happen 7 times. So this happen. This is the very powerful mind. And then another mind is another Sita is Dharamana Sita. It's like a registration. That this is happening after a strong experience, and then we register them and we note it again for a moment. So this zona theta also happened twice. Another theta is, our end of the life. Chuti theta, the consciousness, the depth consciousness. This is the last theta at the end of our life. It's peaceful with, it's peaceful. It's no new action. But, according to Abhidhamma, our theta, after the death, what happened? And then you can, again, breathe any theta. The theta, according to Abhidhamma, theta are non-stop. Start from Pristhani Seda and Suti Seda and again Pristhani Seda. What does that mean? It means that our Buddhist belief, according to Abhidhamma, after death, we don't have, between the next life and this life, we don't have soul, soul around this, we don't believe like that. According to Abhidhamma, if you see someone, it will be that he receives some kind of life in the between. He received life. So the mind is not, single thing. It's always changing, doing different job. Each moment consciousness play a role from birth to life. The death, the Abhidhamma have to see this process clearly. We understand ourselves more clearly if you watch that. In the meditation, when we meditate, we are watching the mind, understanding how the Sita work, have to practice and better and deeper. Sita arise and pass away very fast. When we meditate, we can see it like a flash light, flash of awareness. When we meditate, we learn to notice that the moment of mind coming and going, coming and going, coming and going like that. The mind changing depends on what we see, what we hear, what we feel, what we think. When we keep watching the mind, we begin to see the impermanent, everything changing, suffering, clinging to anything that is to pain. There is no I, no me inside our mind. Sita is not the soul, it's just a moment of awareness, arising and arise and disappear very quickly. We should understand this one, and then I think after understanding Abhidhamma, we can meditate very fast. But it is step by step. So first you hear it, and then you should learn to the deeper understanding later. That will be very useful for us. Now we need to learn for the Siddhika. Siddhika also like a mental factor. The Sita and Siddhika are rising together. They have to shape what the mind is like. They work together with the Sita and to create our experience. They decided how the mind, feels and react, whether it's good or bad, maybe neutral, neither good or neither bad. Sita is the leader of the Siddhika, but they are coming together like a team member. They always come together, never alone. When you feel angry, there is Sita might happen. There another, bad Siddhika come together with the Sita. If you feel the loving kindness, your Sita, wholesome Sita, that your Siddhika also arrive with the kindness, mindfulness, like all together, not angry. So, in the only one Sita, there are another Chittadika come together. This is like a color your mind. Some are always present. Maybe some are not present based on the situation. Your dear says, you should know all about the Chittadika. Is it 52? They are the 52 mental factors in total. They are there grouped into the three main categories based on their nature and their function. First one we call the Inyasmana Siddhika. It's a common mental factor. It is called common because they appear on many types of matter. When this every time this when we are thinking something, this seven type of common this factor come together. When we understand thought, mental factor happen, akudala siddhika come with that mind. When we are thinking is not, beyond the unwholesome, maybe wholesome, good thinking, it can with the Savana Siddhika. It's the wholesome, so we call the here beautiful mental factor. It's so much beneficial for us, so it called the beautiful mental factor. Like that. Siddhika like mental ingredient, like a flavor of each moment of our mind. They have to explain why we feel anger, why we feel kindness, why we feel doubt, why we feel joy. Knowing them, have to understand to train the mind. They will be very helpful, and then we will feel the real peaceful after understanding this. The first one, Inyasmana. Inyasmana. Inyasmana means they call universal siddhika, universal mental factor. The mental factor that arise in all kinds of state that come together. Like, Phassa, Vedana, Senya, Sirana, Ikagara, Jivitendriya, Manasikara. Phassa means the contact. Contact means the mind connect with the object. Like a finger touching something. It always happens, your mind happen. Vedana also feeling, your feeling, maybe you have good feeling, bad feeling, maybe neutral feeling. It happens always. Senya, perception, your mind recognize the level of what you are seeing, hearing what you are thinking. You can identify your sound. It is senya. Another siddhika is sirana, intention. Mental drive, like a decision to act, to think, speak like it. Ikagara is one pointedness. It means concentration. They have the mind stay on the one object. Sometimes we see the concentration like a good, but it happens always. But even though we are thinking about the bad unwholesome thought, that time also this concentration happen, but a moment of concentration, not for a very long time. It just happened. Another siddhika is jivitendriya, life faculty of mind. So that energy keep your mental state alive, active. And then intention, the mental training toward the object, like mentality, look at, listen to, like that. And then the manasikara happen. For example, we are listening to a music, maybe at the time, your mind connected to the sound, at the time, fatha happen. Vedana, you feel this is pleasant. This is Vedana. You are recognize the melody. It is Senya. You are decided to keep listening. It is Sirana. Your mind stay on focus on the music. Is it Ikagara? You keep your mental state alive. It's always happening again and again. It's Jivitendriya. Your attention stay with the sound. It is Manasikara. It means that this seven factor, it happens with all kinds of Siddha. It always come together. They work every moment in every situation, whether you are reading, walking, meditation, thinking, even on sleeping, that your Bhanga Sita happen, Bhanga Sita and the kind of Sita are altogether come. Another thing, yeah, okay, Chanel. This is the, this Siddhika. I think you should read carefully when you in at home. If you explain all, I think maybe you will not much attention in that. So, this mental pattern, Vitaka, Vichara, Dimauka, Viriya, Piti, Chanda. I mean, that Vitaka means just thinking, Vichara means trying to think again, Dimauka means like this decision, Viriya, energy, Piti, joy, Chanda means that you wish to do. These all kinds of mental pattern not always arise. Viriya also not come with all the mind. Depends on that your energy level. It's not always happen. PT also that kind of joy is not happen always. So we call that occasional. Arrive with some sita, not only can. Now we will move to the akutala siddhika. Akutala siddhika means unwholesome mental factor, the mental quality that make mind impure and skillful, harmful. They arise only unwholesome. Unwholesome consciousness arise when we think something bad thinking. These four types of unwholesome factors come together always. Moha, Arika, Anuttava, Odisha. Moha means delusion. When you do that, but then, moha is not like a seeing clearly. It means the confusion, blindness, or the misunderstanding the truth. When there is moha, the mind doesn't know what is good or what is bad. It not can see clearly. When someone lies, it doesn't even know is it wrong. When you are lying, even though maybe you say I know it, you can see. We can truly say that when you are trying to lie, is it you really know is it wrong? I don't think so. Even though we are lying, we think is right. I have chance to lie like that. That is moha. I regard shamelessness. When we do the same bad thing, it means no sense of shame about the doing something bad. A person is not, embarrassed about the doing harmful action. A person see that, you're feeling no shame at all. That's why you are stealing. If you shame a lot, you cannot do that. So when you do the bad action, that this full state of mental factor come together, airika and anuttava, fearlessness. You don't have any fear for doing the wrong action. You don't have anything. Odisha, restlessness, immediate shaky, unsettled, and unsettled state of mind. It might not come, not stable. It jumps from thought, from this thought to another thought. It's really very fast jump into another mind. So you're thinking, maybe you think it's right or wrong, right or wrong, right or wrong, like that. You cannot decide it. That kind of might happen. So that is why when unwholesome thought happen, the four always come together. This 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 all types of mental factor block your clear understanding, your peacefulness. It will block your peacefulness. It will block your morality. Another group is lower group. They have lower deity, mana. It includes mental quality that arise greed or strong attachment. Lower deity wrongs you. Deity wrongs understanding, wrong understanding or reality. Mana, pride. It can compare yourself with other. I'm better than other. I'm worse than other. Maybe sometimes you try to compare. You want to better other than, but you feel I'm equal with those kind of person like that. This all comes your ego, your pride. These three work with the greed. Another factor is dodha. It's four types of dodha. It's dodha, asa, matriya, kogosa. Dodha means hatred, it means like aversion, ill, the opposite of the loving kindness. Loving kindness is metta. This is the dodha is opposite of loving kindness. And asa means the jealousy. The mental pain arise when another success. You cannot happy with the other people's success. It's called Asa. Mystery are also the is a strong unwillingness or the to share with what you have, maybe your worth, your knowledge, even though your attention, you don't want to share with other. Kokosa is worry over past action. Kokosa is kind of mental, agent that keep the trend in the past mistake. This look like a no wise attention. These four ways on the dislike cause suffering inside us. It blow the compassion. They kind of stay below our compassion, our joy, our wisdom. It's important to recognize the meditation in daily life. You should recognize when you this kind of mind happen. Is it Dhoda? Is it Asa? Is it Maitreya? Is it Kokosa? It's partly tongue, maybe a little bit difficult to recognize. We should try to. Another thing, Tina, Medita, and Uchikesa. This is a kind of happening before the sleeping. When you sleep, sleepy like that. It also normally this Tina and Medita happen because of two reasons. One is you are eating a lot because of your body need. Another thing is because of your mind. It will have to do the bad thing. It happen to do bad thing. It's Tina Meda. So the Tina Meda two kinds of similarly. One is because of you want to sleep. Another one is because of your mind is not much clear. If your mind clear, the Tina Meda will disappear. That kind of thing. And doubt also, the doubt is also you cannot decide that they are good or bad. This is the Vichikesa. Altogether is putting all the mental state, it's bad, unwholesome mental state. Okay. We have another 25 mental state. It's a beautiful mental state. Saddha, Sati, Hiri, Uttava, Alova, Adoza, Tataramisatra, Kaya Patri, Sita Patri, Kaya Lutta, Sita Lutta, Kaya Muta, Sita Muta, Kaya Kamanyata, Sita Kamanya. Like that. This all kinds of 19 Chitika come together. It's like you can read it. First one, faith and mindfulness, moral shame, moral distrust, non-attachment, non-hatred, like that. Equanimity, tranquility, like that. All the good factors are coming together when we do the good action, so that we are doing something good. At the time, our mind is clear. Because of this kind of Chitika have to clear our mind. Altogether, it happened. The Sita is like they have the kind of happen to have to each other. If you do the daily life, you're doing good thing, you are mild. Next time, easy to do the good thing because of the kind of Sita happen each other. If you do the daily life, you do the bad action. Next time, you're not easy to do the good action. You're very easy to do the bad action. That bad kind of unwholesome Siddhika helps you to do the bad action like that. This one, reality, is abstraining from the factor. It's this kind of right speech, right action, right livelihood. Maybe you heard about that in the Noble Eightfold Path. Within the Noble Eightfold Path, it's inside that. When we see that, normally in the daily life, our mind happen, it will become together sometime. When we are mind very higher level, it will come always. This mental factor. Dhamma vacha, Samma kammanta, Dhamma ajiva. For us, it will happen sometime. For the higher level people, higher level person, for Arahanta, it will happen always. And then, Apamenya, Karuna, Murita. You heard about the Karuna, compassion. Murita, sympathetic joy. It also happens for us sometime. When we do the loving kindness meditation, the kind of mind will happen with our mind together, but not always. The very highest Siddhika in this way is Panya, wisdom. It's inside, knowing clearly inside. It is the ability to clearly understand reality, like seeing impermanence, suffering, namsa. Realize that anger is just passing, my state is not me, like that. You understand that with the penya. It also, for us, it's the penya, siddhika. When our sita come in, it will, kutala sita come in, the penya will come together, but not always for us, sometimes. So our understanding of a moment of understanding. Even though we are learning Abhidhamma, not like we understanding all kinds of Siddha. We realize the Nibbana like that. No, just we are just understanding a moment, and then we forgot about it. This is because of our mind is not much stronger like Arahanta. If your mind stronger, you will understand clearly all the mind. Okay, we are moved to the Rupa because of the time. This Rupa is, matter, material phenomena. Rupa, the physical thing in our body. Like, mental state is mind, other physical thing is Rupa. It's also, we can see it's not mind. We think, we can know that Rupa arise. Rupa also arise and pass away in our body. But that, Saita also, arise and pass away. But the different Rupa and Saita is, for the Saita, their life is just a moment that Saita will disappear. But for the Rupa, the material phenomena, it will happen 70 times, 17 times, longer than Saita. So you can see that our Rupa, but we cannot see our mind. The difference. For the Saita, it's just a moment. For the Rupa, it's 17 moments, higher than Saita, longer than Saita. Mind is like a mental factor. This mind, Saita and mental factor, no thing, but they are aware. Rupa, it does not like that. Rupa does not know. It's like a body, sound, heat. If you know something, it's your mind knowing, your body not knowing that. It can be the touch, feel, but it does not feel. Understanding Rupa have to see that our body. It's not me like that. It cannot control anything, our own action. It's not the accept. Here are 28 kinds of Rupa. For the Rupa, first one is Mahabuddha. These are the basic variant or the physical thing. Everything in the body, in outside, is made from these kind of elements. Patui, Avo, Tejo, Waya. Maybe you heard about that. Patui means the earth element. This is the quality of solidity, hardness. Yeah, it gives us, structure, and it, shape to the thing like a bone, teeth. Every part of your rupa, even a very small part, it have that kind of four element together. Not only that, we have that, like a taste. Yeah, we can taste any kind of rupa. Then altogether, we 8 types of rupa can see every rupa. So the Patwi, Avo, Abdri Dhatu, Avo Dhatu, Tejo Dhatu, Vayo Dhatu. These four elements work together in every part of our body. These are called great because they are from the foundation or other physical matter. Like it. Another thing is, some organ, sakhu, soda, ghana, jinwa. Maybe we will understand that. I already sent the, PDF. Could you read that one? You will understand later. It's the rupa, some organ. And also, we are not calling the, eyeball. Sakhu is just eye base. You are seeing because of your, that rupa inside your eye. Now, ear base, nose base, tongue base, and touch base is the whole body. Either. Another rupa are, rupa, sada rupa, gana rupa, rasa rupa, phasa rupa. And then we can see the 80 power rupa, Pombhava rupa. Maybe these physical quality that determine the whether being female or male because of the kind of rupa. active power. This is the feminine physical feature, you know, in the for the female being. Give the feminine nature to the body, influence the behavior, voice, posture, the appearance for the female because of this rupa. These two types of rupa. For the male, you have the only Pombhava rupa. For the female, you have only Etibbhava rupa only. Another rupa you will understand later. That rupa, why it happened? Because of the four types of feature, four types of causes. In Buddhism, the material rupa do not appear randomly. They arise due to the causes. According to Abhidhamma, there are four causes, which Kamma, Chaita, Udu, Hara. Kamma means your past action. Thing you did in the past or early in this life you did, and then you are your mental phenomena it happened, physical phenomena happened. Kamma rupa is the including the some organ and happy like that. It's a lot. Saita, present mind is what is needed, in our current thought. Intention are also produce the physical result. Udu means the temperature, heat. It also produce the physical thing. And also we are eating something, nutriment, the food, it can support our new material forms. When we eat foods, digested, it will help to our body grow and appear. This is a process. Everything physical in our life, from body and movement, climate, food different, it arises due to the one or sometimes more of these four causes. These are show the rupa is conditioning. Now the pioneer one is Nibbana. What is Nibbana? Nibbana is the pioneer, the highest goal in Buddhism. It means the completed freedom from the suffering and from the endless cycle of birth, aging, and the rebirth. It's called the samsara. Nibbana is mostly we understand Nibbana is like a place, but Nibbana is not a place, not like a heaven, not like a paradise. It's state of peace, the beyond birth, beyond death. So the beyond the cycle, birth, then and rebirth, beyond that cycle. So this is unconditioned thing. It means not created or not destroyed like another thing. The word Nibbana means literally meaning is blowing out something. Like blowing out a candle, it refers to the extension of the three fire inside it. Lower, like greed, hatred, delusion. These fires are gone, the mind becomes calm, free, pure. The peaceful state is Nibbana. In Abhidhamma, we call the four types of reality. Is Nibbana is included there. The unconditioned reality. But unlike the other, Nibbana is not made of anything. It does not change. It does not part of the world. This does not cause an effect. Nibbana is imagine imagine carrying the very heavy bag your whole life. You can imagine that you are carrying the very heavy bag in your whole life, full of problem, desire, worry. Nibbana is like a final putting down the heavy bag and walking freely, walking lightly, walking peacefully. This is the Nibbana. Nibbana, unconditioned. You can call asankara. Nibbana is not created by anything. Everything in our daily life, thought, feeling, body, this is the condition. It means that it comes and goes based on the causes. But Nibbana is different. It's not made. So it does not arrive. It's not pass away. It simply is peaceful and free, timeless. It can call sometime. It can call. The Buddha also mentioned Nibbana is nature. Nibbana, nature. Nibbana is special way of nature. Nibbana is outside of time. It does not follow the usual pattern. Usually our mind, something beginning and then stay for a while and then disappear. Normally it happens. Our mind also beginning, stay for a while, disappear like that. Nibbana is unchanging. It's permanent. It's a deep spiritual thing. If you reach the Nibbana, you will understand. Mostly, you cannot imagine the Nibbana. You can imagine based on the knowledge, but you cannot feel really. It's not affected by the time, age, or decade. This is an ultimate reality. The Abhidhamma, there are four ultimate reality. We already know that. This is including the Nibbana. Nibbana is not the place, but a state of total peace. It's not created. It does not die. It can be experienced through our wisdom, not imagination. We cannot imagine Nibbana. There's two freedom that Buddhists seek. We are finding the final goal Nibbana. Nibbana is not the reaching by just believing. It is realizing by seeing the truth clearly, directly through the meditation, you can realize Nibbana. Without that, just believing, you cannot understand Nibbana. Like with the Vipassana meditation, inside meditation, you can observe the mind and body carefully to understand the true nature. Through this practice, you can see the three universal truths in there every moment of experience, and nature impermanent. Nothing stays in the same. Everything changing. Our thought, feeling, body, and situation. Even happiness doesn't last forever. Dukkha, unsatisfactionness. Because the thing change, we cannot hold into them. Trying to cling to the thing because of stress, worry, and pain. True peace can be found in anything temporary. Anatta namsa, there's no fixed I or me. Behind that, it happened. What is called self is just through all the changing mental and physical process. Understanding this, remove ego attachment, you can realize Nibbana. When the meditator truly understands these three truths, not just with the thinking, but direct inner seeing, the mind becomes free, and then you can realize Nibbana through the wisdom. According to Abhidhamma, there's two kinds of Nibbana. That in the Theravada Buddhism, Nibbana has two stages. Depends on the one is experience. Sa-upaditita Nibbana. It's residues remaining. Your body remaining. You already realize the Nibbana. This is for the Arahanta. You are becoming Arahanta. You can feel in this life real Nibbana, but your body remaining. It means the Sa-upaditita Nibbana. For the Arahanta, they may feel pain, anger, they are, hardness, but they do not suffer mentally. It's free from that. Anupadirita Nibbana, after Arahanta died, his body disappeared, and then he really feel the Nibbana. It means that there two states show that Nibbana is not just state of peace, but total release from all suffering. First, in this life, if you attain the real Nibbana, you became Arahanta, you are mentally free from that suffering. Mentally, you are free. Immediately, in the Saubari Siddha, Nibbana Dhatu. And then, after next life, after, not that, after death, then you are physically, you feel the Nibbana. This is the two types of Nibbana. Some we may misunderstand Nibbana. This what Nibbana is not. Many people misunderstand Nibbana because it's very different from their ordinary idea here. What Nibbana is not a place, not a heaven. Nibbana is not a location. It is the state of freedom. It's not physical place. Nibbana is not annihilation. Nibbana is not destruction or the passing. It does not mean that the person is whipped out. No. Instead of it's it's not the passing. It's not the nothingness. Some people think Nibbana is like a falling into the nothing. This is not the truth. Nibbana is the complete peace. It comes with the cause and suffering. If not, there's no cause and suffering. Nibbana is not the soul marching into the universe. Sometimes some movies show that their soul, is marching to the universe after death. No, Nibbana is not like that. Nibbana is not the soul in Buddhism. Nibbana is not imagine or a soul with the higher being or higher energy like that. Not like that. It's freedom from all the false idea or the permanent self. So what is Nibbana? Nibbana is, that's end of suffering. It's all forms of pain, sadness, fear, this came to an end. Freedom from the rebirth. It's normal coming back life again and again. Completely stop the, this roots of the suffering like a defilement. Completely remove it. In state of true peace, the mind became pure, still, wise, free from all restlessness, all confusion, all remove it. Every day, Nibbana is like a blowing out a flame. It's, the faith, desire, suffering, what does left, not darkness. It's calm, light, peaceful awareness with the no more burning. So Nirvana is a state of peace, wisdom, and the purity. So the Buddha saying in the Udana Pali, there is man that which is unborn, unbecome, unmade, unconditioned. If there were not that unborn, unbecome, unmade, unconditioned, there would be no escape from the born, become, made, condition. Maybe the Buddha point to the Nibbana. It's reality that beyond rebirth, changing beyond death. It's not something that is created or that is destroyed. It exists outside normal cycle. It exists normal cycle of life. Everything we normally experience, our body, thought, emotion, even around us, it's born, changing, eventually end. This is all called conditioning thing. They depends on the cause and condition to exist, so they are not lasting. But the Buddha is saying this something beyond all of that. It does not be being or is free from the suffering. It's nibbana. It's seek escape from the everything that uncertainty, every painful. This is escape place for all of that. Without this unconditioning reality, we would have no way out for the suffering. There is we can see the Buddha says there is something perfect and peaceful beyond all the problem of life. Because of this agent, we can be free from pain and rebirth. This is Nibbana. So that we should understand, like a summary, you know, Nibbana is unconditioned beyond the cause and effect. Is you should realize through wisdom. You can realize with the through vipassana meditation. Is it opposite of samsara? Is the final liberation from the greed, hatred, delusion? Nirvana is ultimate goal or the noble Efupa. You can read. So first we should understand Chaita, Chitika, Rupa, Nirvana. I think. Thank you very much for all. May you be happy. Sabbi Sada, Sukhida, Hontu. The conceptual, maybe you can see, like normally we are saying that like a name, your name, our name. Is it, we can say that your name is correct? We can say correct because we are accepted. This everything have the name because of the we accepted. This is a conceptual reality. We all accept. If we all accept that, it is a conceptual reality. This is not different, not like a paramata. Paramata is like even though you accept or not, this is always reality like that. It's Chitika, Rupa, and Nibbana. Even though you are not understand, this is they are always happen. That that normal conception. If you don't accept that, like some country they have name, they put the name with the like in the way, but other people don't accept. We are not put your country name like that. This kind of spelling. We are put your name like that. So this is the conceptual reality. If you accept that one, it's right. If you don't accept, that's wrong. This is the conceptual reality. For the pramata, even though you don't accept, you don't understand, but this is the really happen like that. Okay, you understand that, sister? Are you clear for that? Yeah, yeah, conceptual reality created by the mind. Yeah. Okay. Any further question? According to Abhidhamma, this is not affected your daily life. It will affected by the Javana Siddha. Javana Siddha means you are doing the good thing or bad thing in your daily life. Based on the action, based on the Javana Siddha, you will be affected in next life. Not based on the rebirth. There are some, three same Siddha happen because of that action. This is the Pritani Siddha, birth Siddha and Bhavanga Siddha, continuous continuous mind, background mind, and then the death theta, rebirth theta. These are same happen because of your past action. So that because of that theta, nothing happen for your next life. Because of it will be happen because you are Jhana theta. You are good deed and bad deed. Like it's even though relinking with that because of the this called the relinking is because of this action happened because of past karma. You are doing in the past life something good or bad. It will affect you this life. So that you like maybe all calculate your mind, your action, and then it result will happen. Not only that you are final theta, not only the final theta, sometimes the saying that Suti theta, the final theta, very important. At the time you are thinking bad, it will be you are in the another bad life, like the saying. Actually, according to Abhidhamma, it will not like that. It's also final moment is very important. It will be clear. But most importantly is your daily action is more important than final moment. Is you quite clear? Normally, for example, we are seeing something like it's our mind is not only one mind can it can work together. For example, we are seeing something And then we are receiving, we are, investigation, and we are decided, and then our mind happen, is it good or bad thinking. That thinking happen that your mind, maybe you're thinking, you're seeing some beautiful picture, as you're seeing, and then you thinking, and then you decide it, and then you receive it, this is good or bad. And then you are really the Javana side happen. If you're thinking this is beautiful, you may have some attachment. The lower theta happen is that action is very strong. So that theta happen with the seven type.
So the whole process, the whole process that you just said, like seeing, deciding, and determining, and establishing,
Yeah.
the whole process will go all over and up to 7 times.
No, I mean that this, that's theta alone. That maybe, yeah, maybe you have good theta or bad theta alone. It happens seven times because our mind process, we call the VT, the mind process, it always happens seven times when this kind of mind happen. Yeah, normally it mind very fast. We cannot see it. Even though the Buddha creation, fire and water in together after coming from the tower Desa heaven, he came down there, he created water and fire came together. But the Buddha created differently, but the Buddha mind happening very quickly. So we cannot see the difference. So that our mind is happening very quickly. Within one moment, it happened more than millions of things that happened. So that this is the we should realize when this kind of thing that happen, it always happens seven times.
Thank you, Bhante.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll transfer merit to all. Yeah. Iddhavada cha ammehi sambaram punya sambaram sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampati saitiya. Iddhavada cha ammehi sambaram punya sambaram sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampati saitiya. Idam me nyadina hotu sukhita hontu nyadayo. Idam me nyadina hotu sukhita hontu nyadayo. Me nyadina hotu sukhita hontu nyadayo. Devo vasadukalina sassa sampadi hetu cha. Pito bhavatu loko cha raja bhavatu dhamiko. Akasatha cha bhumata deva naga mahetika. Ponyanda anumoditva chiran rakkantu loka sasana. Akasatha cha bhumata deva naga mahetika. Ponyanda anumoditva chiran rakkantu desana. Akasatha cha bhumata deva naga mahetika. Ponyanda anumoditva chiran rakkantu om zaradi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thank you very much for all for coming.